Okay, hey, we're back for part 3 of this fiasco here out here chasing cats, and we might run it into a part 2 as well. So part 2, part 3 might be the same video, but I don't know if you can hear the birds above me or even see them. Not really birds; those are bugs. Very, very loud bugs, and lots of them. So it is a sticky one today. It is supposed to be up close to 100 degrees again today, I think. Something like that. Was like 100 degrees yesterday. And say, hey, we're trying to do all of this within about 3 or 4 day time frame. All of these episodes here, there's 3 different parts trying to catch catfish. So we did one kind of an afternoon bite, we did the evening, now here we are bright and early in the morning, and we're just off of from where we fished last time. There's somebody over there in that location, so we just moved down the bank about 50 yards or so. But we're in the bushes, and we're gonna see if we can catch a few cats here for you, so stay tuned. Hopefully some big cats on camera. Okay, so last time we didn't give you a whole lot of detail on our bite alarm systems, and I've had a few questions on those. Where do you get them? Roughly how much do they cost? What? You're bugging my ear. What are they used for? All that kind of fun stuff. So I'm gonna kind of give you a breakdown. Now, it's kind of a 2-part set that I have here. First is the rod pod. Now, this is you kind of typically used in Europe. I mean, you see them used in other countries as well, but not a lot around the US. This rod pod system here can handle 3 rods, and it's just basically a rod holder, but it's kind of a customized rod holder. It actually allows you to put these little electronic bite alarm systems on here. Now, these bite alarm systems have a little roller in them, and as that line rolls through the center up here, you can see right there, it will set the alarm off. Now, some of you may be familiar with these, some of you may not, but just kind of going through them because I have had a lot of questions on them. And great strike detection. Now, I have a set of what we call swingers, plugs into the bottom of these bite alarms as well, and that's for really detection when you've got varied conditions between wind or no wind and so forth. They'll actually, the swingers will drop and pull tension off the line as that fish moves with the bait towards you, and allow you to set those alarms off as well. Now, they do have indicator lights that show that, but don't always see those. I mean, red indicator light means that fish is coming towards you. Green indicator light means that fish is pulling line out away from you. So they're pretty neat little systems when it comes to that. I do have a remote control as well. Well, not remote, receiver, I guess you'd call it, that will detect which one is going off. It will vibrate and it will flash and make lots of noise and stuff like that and tell you, hey, number 1's going off, number 2's going off, and so forth. Now, in Utah, we can only use 2 lines legally per person. So I've just got 2 of these little doohickeys set up on here, and they work phenomenal. I mean, they're great, especially with kind of bait feeder systems, live liner reels. Now, these are some of the live liner reels. They just have a secondary clutch on the back of them. And that secondary clutch allows you to basically relieve tension off that line. The fish can pull line at will without feeling any drag. And you can adjust it for current, you can adjust it for wind, you can do a bunch of different adjustments on that with a little dial on the back. As soon as you start reeling the reel, it disengages that clutch, engages the primary drag system, and line goes tight, you set the hook on the fish, away you go. Okay. I am using surf rods. These are 10-foot and 11-foot surf rods that I like to use, more for casting distance, to be able to reach that sediment transfer edge that we briefly talked about as well. So when that wind separates the sediment, you get sand on one side, gravel on the other of those breakers when they come in on large bodies of water. Well, you get a little bit of depression, you get that sediment change, and certain species relate to that sediment better than other species, I guess you could say. So if you're looking at trying to stay out of bullhead catfish, if you got a lot of bullheads in your area, and you want to get into channel cats or you want to get into some other species, they like gravel. They don't like the mud nearly as much. Yes, you can catch them in the mud, but if you want to separate those species, fish the gravel. You're gonna find a lot more success, and often a lot bigger fish too. That in combination with wind is probably one of the best factors, because wind consolidates food. Fish don't have to exert energy, they just sit there and wait for the food to come to them. And catfish are no different. I mean, they'll just sit on those shear lines, they'll just kind of wait for food to come to them. And those gravel edges are great zones for those fish to kind of sit on, because everything kind of consolidates on that little edge, that little drop off. So we're gonna reach that with these surf rods. We're gonna cast 75 yards or more without having to wade out into the lake to cast. I mean, this lake's up quite a bit. I mean, it is a relatively shallow lake. 14 feet max depth for a huge body of water. Average depth, I think, over here is like 4 or 5 feet. And we're casting long distances, so we are using heavy lines because of the angle of the line going into the water and how we're fighting those fish. Even small catfish will roll you in the rocks like crazy. So 30 to 50 pound test leaders. I like to use 50 to 65 pound test braids, 3-4 ounce weights, stuff like that, to really get the distance and cast and fight the elements more than we're even fighting the fish. But there are some bruisers out here, and we're gonna get at it, finish getting all the gear together. I'll get them out, and hopefully next time you see this, there will be a fish on camera, hopefully. Look at these Vortex Circle things of bugs just flying everywhere. It's kind of crazy. Like little mini tornadoes of bugs. It'd be kind of cool if you could see those on camera. I don't know if you can or not. Just off the tip of the rods out there. Like a million of them. They usually go away when the sun really comes out. At least that's what we've seen. These bugs are definitely hanging around. Oh, there's a tap on the line. Whoa ho ho ho. You see that? That was a rip. Is he still on it? That was a good hit. That was what we were after. I think we actually caught that on camera too. The angle on that camera is wide enough. There we go. Something's turned on. Come on. Yep. There we go. He's still on it. Yep. Yeah, he's still on it. That was a hit. Whoa, there he goes. That's a good sized cat. He is a fat bugger too. Look at him. It's not too bad. Put this guy on the scale and see what we got going on, I guess, huh? Whew. There we go. He's not that big. Just really, really fat. Really fat. Great big head on him too. Look at that. I don't think he might go 5 pounds. I don't think we need to weigh him. Uh-oh. Whew. That was a mistake. Whew. Hit that bush with my rod. And yeah. Not the greatest thing to do. There you go. Not too bad of a cat. A little smaller than I thought he was. I mean, he's not very long. I mean, he's got a huge gut. He looked like he was quite a bit larger when he was coming in, but really nice head. And look at that. Can't beat that, right? Awesome fish. Well, let's get him going here. Get him back home. Try not to hit that bush again. Man, that was like, I thought I was gonna get eaten alive. All those bugs that came off of it. There you go. I don't even know if he was 5 pounds, maybe 3 pounds. There he goes. Awesome. Can't beat that. Much, much better conditions today. All right, we'll have to do this one really quick. There we go. It's about a 6-pound cat. Didn't get him on camera. Yep, lost our battery. Well, I don't know if we got that on camera or not. I guess if you're watching it and you see that fish, then we did, but ended up losing my battery right when we got a strike. And it ended up being about a 6-pound cat, so. Alrighty, there you have it. Not a lot of catching, but some great fishing. I mean, it was fun fishing, so can't complain. Hope you like the little kind of mini episode thing. I don't know if I'll do it in the future. We'll try it again maybe. I was hoping to get some more cats on camera for you doing this one, but just didn't quite work out. They've been a little stubborn. Weather's been kind of mixed, and I blame it on the weather right now. Maybe we'll try some other locations on this lake. This lake has a ton of access, lots of good locations to go find some fish, and put a few more fish on camera, you know, in the future. So. But for now, I've got to take off. Got a few things to do this afternoon. So if you like our videos, subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, and as always,
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game how we say.